I'll start with some backstory. Hello, my name is Madison. I'm a Navy brat from a dirt nowhere town. And to make matters worse, I have autism. This fact has affected nearly every aspect of my life, mostly social. And I would argue that school, up until maybe high school, is almost entirely social. It's all relationships and learning social norms, relationships with your teachers and peers, all of it. Unfortunately, school, along with teaching you, reading, writing, whatever, it teaches you that you're different. And everyone hates different. It teaches you that weird is bad, that you need to fit in. It sucks, but it's true. You learn your ABCs, you learn no one likes a tattletale. You learn to read, you learn that not everyone wants to hear what you have to say. You learn to add, subtract, multiply. You learn that they're pretty girls and they don't like you. And the worst part of it is that this goes for everyone. You'll grow up and you'll realize that those pretty girls who didn't like you, they thought that you were a pretty girl and that you didn't like them. You grow up and remember that annoying kid who wouldn't shut up. You grow up and realize that we're all just kids trying to fit in and we're all unique but trying to be the same. I learned that lesson a lot later than most. I learned a lot of social lessons later than most. We're all unique, yeah, but even when I was young, I knew that I was different. Bad different. My teachers and peers knew too. Before I was diagnosed, I had countless teachers talk to my parents. They all said I was crazy, that I needed to be medicated, that something was wrong. Every so often, though, there was a teacher who couldn't care less that I was different and weird and crazy. Every so often, there would be a teacher who could care less whether I sat or stood at my desk. A teacher who didn't mind that I would rather work alone because I worked better that way. I think teachers like that are a big part of what drove me towards teaching. I would look back and remember all the good teachers and all the bad teachers, and I would think about all the little kids like me who need teachers like that. I would think about the kind of teacher I wish I had, the kind of teacher I used to have, and the teachers I wish I had a little bit longer. The kind of teacher that little kids like me need. More often than not, I think about Paneer. Paneer was my high school geography teacher, and she was batshit crazy. She was strange and unpredictable. She was excitable, and she had all these funny rules. She would teach without her shoes on. She was exaggerated, loud, silly, crazy. She was every negative thing I had heard teachers and students call me when I was growing up. She was all of these things. And she was thriving. She was having fun, and the students were having fun. She loved what she taught, and so did the students. So many students, myself included, wanted to flunk her class just so they could take it again, but they couldn't. I can't remember a single student who didn't pass her class with flying colors because all of us were absorbing the knowledge. From the very start, she told us that she was not there by mistake. She didn't just fall into teaching. She chose the job and loves it. And just as her love of geography was infectious, so too was her love of teaching. After listening to her talk about what she does and why she does it, for the first time in my life, I had some idea of what I wanted to do after high school. I know what it's like to feel different, to feel like an outcast. My social life was hell. I can't get too much into it, but there was a time when I didn't think I'd make it to 18. I didn't have much planned for after I graduated. I just wanted to survive. Now that the social hell that was high school is over, I'm 20, and I know what I want to be and what I want to do. I want to be a teacher, like Paneer. I want to be a positive force in the lives of all the little kids like me.